Hello, 5 minutes of power. I haven't been able to get back to the house because I'm on the road. But I want to make sure I'll be able to give you some words to encourage you today, to let you know that you are a blessing, going somewhere to bless. You are not defeated. You are all that God said that you are. You are God's property. You are exceedingly and abundantly blessed. You are highly favored. You are redeemed of the Lord. So just say so. Just say so and tell somebody else so. The good thing about it today, when you start doing what God has for you to do, God will start opening up the windows of heaven and pouring you out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive it. Sometimes it comes God's speed. It comes faster than you expected. As soon as we start lining up and start being on one accord, you'll start seeing the atmosphere shift around you. That don't mean that old Sidewinder is not going to show his ugly face and start saying a whole bunch of negativity to get you to start thinking those negative thoughts again. But once you have grabbed hold to positivity, stay on the positive track. Don't let nothing turn you back from being on the positive track. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. We know that. But God comes that you may have life, and that more abundant. The abundant life, that exceedingly abundantly above all you can even ask to think, according to the power that worketh within you. The good thing about the power that's worketh in you is greater than he that is in you, than he that is in the world. The enemy is an enemy, not only of ours, but he's an enemy of God. He's been that old rivalry that has continued to keep on coming against anything that God's got his seal on it. Anything that God approved, the enemy disapprove of. God honors marriage. Satan loves divorce. God is love. Satan is hate. God is righteous. Satan is wickedness and unrighteousness. But when you get into the flow of positivity and creative thoughts, you will be able to create your own destiny. That's by putting God first, acknowledging the Lord with all your heart, and he will direct your path. Leaning not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledging him, that he would direct your path. So that creative thinking will be able to start saying, I'm going to think on the Creator. I am going to let this mind be in me, which was also in Christ Jesus. And when you get to that, start seeking first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, then everything else is going to be added unto you. That's been how it is. And we seem to think it is a hard thing to grab hold to grasp. And the reason why we don't want to grasp it because we're so busy paying attention to these situations, these circumstances that are surrounding us. But when we can continue to just let go, that sounds so religious. Let go and let God have his way. But it's so true that once you let go of your will and stop allowing your will to be done and start allowing God's will to be done, then you start seeing that shift, that change, and you start living life to the fullness. The great thing about life is meant to be lived like heaven on earth. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. If you can start thinking about heavenly things, don't even try to think about it, because earthly things that seem to blow your mind. But heavenly things are not of this earth. They're supernatural. And when you realize that you are a spiritual being going through supernatural experiences, humanistic experiences, that's a tongue twister. A human being going through supernatural experiences. That ain't what it is. A spiritual being going through humanistic experiences. That's what that is. And when you get to that point and start realizing that, first of all, where we came from. We came from the supernatural. We were created inside of this body. We have a spirit inside of this body. Once that spirit is gone, it's time to do away with the body. So what we have to do is maintain a healthy spirit. Some of us are starving that spirit. That spirit is looking like a little Ethiopian. And that fleshly man is looking like Lou Ferrigno. But the good thing about it is we have to be able to come into grips with that and start saying, God, I want better. So if I start wanting better, I'm going to start thinking better. And when I start thinking better, I'm going to start performing better. Whenever you're at your best, your maximum potential, can't no one stop you. No one can stop you. You are a force to reckon with. You got to realize that within inside of yourself. I can tell you that until this phone die out, the battery go dead. Until you get that off inside of your head that you're fearfully and wonderfully made and you are God's property. When you realize that you are God's property, that you are anointed, you are too anointed to be disappointed. You are too blessed to be stressed. And once you think about that, you have that 5 minutes of power. God bless you.